Hello there, it's Darren here. I'm in the shed talking about my peppers. So I need to repot them. I've got a not a pot, a container. Someone quite kindly when they come here, they put some containers outside. Yes, here it's a beer keg sort of thing. Must have liquid beer in it, and it must be used for that, for the beer industry. And they're outside. See, it's double skinned. They're outside, and I asked could I take some. I got told I could take as many as I liked, so I left it for a couple of days. Left them out there for other people to get them because I didn't want to be greedy. But a lot of them were still there, so I took them. So I didn't feel too guilty about that. So like I say, it's a double skin plastic. Clear at the bottom. I thought it was solid because I was going to put water on there. So because the bottom's round, as you can see, so the water would be underneath and the plant could soak the water, but it wasn't, so not a biggie. I put some holes in the bottom there with a knife. Next time I'll have to have a drill, but better look because it's quite solid. The plastic at the bottom, like I says, it just goes back in. It's so easy. So that's that size. I wanted like a standard size for all the plants. Like I've got these plants, some are big, some are small, bigger pots, so it depends on the variety. So I think this is going to be a big one. Sometimes when you repot stuff, you don't want it too big, the pot, because then the plant concentrates more on roots than it does the whole plant, so it stunts it a bit. So this is a bit of an experiment to see whether me putting it in here makes a difference, whether it stops growing, stops flowering, etc, etc. So we'll just see. It's just one of them things. It says it's a big pepper plant, so I want to see whether I can get it bigger more. You can't overwinter peppers and chilies if you don't know that. All you do is just put in a cool area in your house that doesn't get any frost, overwinter them, a little bit of light on them, should be alright, because I did it last year. My daughter had brought a pepper home. It was in the front room on a windowsill, brought it here last year, and it flowered again. So you can't do it. I won't be doing it. I'm not really bothered. I haven't got the space really. So yeah, anyway, so the soil I'm going to be using is just my own compost, spent soil, because you don't want a soil that's too rich. I don't think peppers really enjoy rich soil. Treat them mean, keep them keen. I have found when I have grew peppers before is to not overwater them, not to treat them fantastically, and you seem to get a hotter pepper. A few people have tasted the peppers with testament of that, saying they were red hot. So whether that's true, I don't know. Don't quote us on that. So once the plant's into here, I will be feeding a weekly feed, comfrey. So comfrey is one of them obviously free fertilisers if you've got one in your plot or you know an area outside, because they do grow wild. There's a place near me that there's hundreds of plants, but I was lucky that someone had left a plot and said you could take it, so I took it, got in my garden. And if you just basically chop a bit of root off, which I didn't realise at the time, I must have chopped some off, put some soil somewhere, and it regrew there. And then so from one plant I've got 4 now. So the standard way, which I did when I first got the plant, was get a bit of guttering, put a bottle underneath, so obviously as it rots it just drips the brown thick liquid, and I'm sure it's 5 parts to 1 part water. But me doing that, I just thought it was funny and on, so I thought that was an easy solution. So if you've seen my video about doing liquid feeds, I basically just get a nice handful of comfrey, put in there. So I'm just making a week tea, not a strong tea week. So I will be every week, say like a Saturday, which it is now, just give them a weekly feed. You don't want to overwater chilies. I'm quite sure I'll be able to see whether it makes any difference, but like I says with the feeds, nettle feed is more for leaf growth. If you're doing cabbages, stuff like lettuce and all, they love all that sort of thing. But for flowers, fruit, you want to encourage use comfrey because it's got the minerals. And I have been seeing people talking about sending us a few messages about seaweed, doing that. It's got everything in there, so it supersedes the nettle feed and comfrey. So I'll have to look into that one, whether chilies like nettle feed. It says I started these at home last year. I didn't do it. I tried to do them in my greenhouse, didn't work, so I've realised that you can do them from home. There is people that I have seen on various groups, Facebook, etc, etc. They've got fantastic plants with loads of chilies on, so whether they've used heat lamps, paraffin heaters in the greenhouses to give that extra oomph to the plant, you know, to give it a bit more progress. I have obviously noticed when I have stuff in the polytunnel out compared to outside, the stuff in the polytunnel is about a month and a half. So yeah, it probably does make a difference, the heat, but I'm all for that, but I don't do that because I'm trying to make things as simple as possible, cheap as possible. You know, grow them from home, put them in the pot, grow them, get your chilies. Nothing fancy. So that's what I'll be doing. So I will be obviously putting them in here. I've got quite a few. I need to cut the tops off, and that should be fantastic. I've been making a polytunnel stroke greenhouse, polyhouse as you would say, and I was going to put a shelf out in the middle, and then these were going to go all the way around. Hopefully be strong enough, because there'll be quite a bit of soil in here. I don't know how much soil would you say is in there, 20 litres, 30 litres in here. That would hold it. I would hate to think that I put them all round and then I come back and they've all collapsed and all my plants are dead, but that's just one of them things, isn't it? I'll have to see what happens. I'll have to make the shelf, I mean, strong as anything, thick wood, strong braces underneath. So that was my whole intention. So that could be like stroke me chilli house for the chilies, but that hasn't happened this year because, you know, too much to do. Once, you know, when you're growing stuff like chilies and everything else, everything's going slow, then all of a sudden poof, everything's all ready. So I need, like I says, I need to like get these sorted, put them in this size pot, and that's it, final pot. So anyway, thanks for watching. Any tips, any questions that I can answer, because I'm not a chili expert. I know a few things from experience of doing things. So anyway, thanks for watching. It's bye from me. Thanks for watching the video. Ta-ra.